Hello everyone, I'm the Teacher's Coach of the Eon Guardians, and we are here with week 1 of SPDA Ubers, where we will be facing Steel City Surge and Coach Cranks. Now Cranks has a very threatening looking team for me. They've drafted Ho-Oh, Kyurem Black, Terra Kingambit, Latios, Sandy Shocks, Rabombi, Bramblegast, Slowking, Terra Hisuian Avalugg, Grafai, and then Phalanx in last. Looking over some of these mons, Terra Kingambit is always a monster, um, especially in a free Terra format. Uh, so I have to prep really hard around that. Latios and Bramblegast are two mons in specific that I don't switch into well, like almost at all. And then Ho-Oh and Kyurem Black as the Ubers, two very threatening Pokemon. Ho-Oh, whether if it's defensive or offensive, is going to be a real pain. And then Slowking being able to chilly reception, get the snow up for Kyurem Black is also very threatening to my team, letting it get up a free DD in most cases. But I believe in the team that I have prepared. So let's jump into this team builder. So first up, I have my Mewtwo. Uh, Mewtwo in this matchup is going to be Choice Specs with Psy Strike, Power Gem, Ice Beam, and Trick, with max special attack, 208 speed, 48 HP, and a timid nature. So timid speed ensures that 208 timid ensures I always outspeed a non-scarfed Rabombi, or webs are up, I still outspeed it. Choice Specs, his only real switch-ins to Choice Specs is going to be Kingambit and Slowking. Latios resists it, but it can't really take it very well still. And I expect Kingambit to Terra out of its Psychic immunity. I actually really think Ghost looks really strong into me here. Because it can stop my... Because it can be immune to Iron Valiant's fighting spam. And then it could also be immune to like a potential like body press from Skarmory. And then it exerts a lot of offensive pressure on my Mewtwo and my Skeledirge and my Mesprit. Psy Strike, if it's specs, Psy Strike 2-hit KOs most variants of a Ho-Oh, even if it's defensive. And then 2-hit KOs or OHKOs a lot of the rest of the team. Power Gem is there. Both of their Ubers, very weak to Rock. They actually have a decently Rock weak team. Even defensive Ho-Oh just falls to a Specs Power Gem. And then Kingambit, the offensive Kingambit still takes like 25 if it switches into it before it Terras. So Power Gem really lets me hit the Ho-Oh, Kyurem, Rabombi, and Avalugg pretty hard. Then Ice Beam's there just kind of as a last move for Latios and Sandy Shocks primarily. And then Trick is there in case the Kingambit comes in and tries to do Sucker Punch mind games. I can trick my specs onto it, basically making so it can't really comfortably lock into Sucker Punch anymore. So that's Mewtwo. My second mon I am bringing is my Iron Valiant. With 44 defense, 252 special attack, 212 speed, timid. What this does is it allows me to outspeed a +1 Kyurem Black with my booster energy. And I'm with Moonblast, Aura Sphere, Thunderbolt, and Knockoff. I mean, Valiant, self-explanatory. Unfortunately, they have one of the best Valiant checks in the game in Ho-Oh. So I don't expect this thing to be able to do much with Ho-Oh still around. But Moonblast, Aura Sphere, Thunderbolt really hit a lot of this team hard, and a lot of it super effectively. Even the neutral hits, like neutral mons like Rabombi, don't want to take a Moonblast. And then Knockoff is there for any random item removal, if I want to use this thing more of a breaker in this matchup. This is going to be one of my 2 win cons with Mewtwo as well in the back. But yeah, My third mon I'm bringing is going to be my Terra Ursaluna. Ursaluna this week is going to be Terra Fire. I'm running Body Slam, Earthquake, Terra Blast Fire, Swords Dance, and Leftovers. With 248 HP, 84 attack, 176 defense with an Impish Nature. I'm Terra Fire for a few reasons. It allows me to take on the Ho-Oh pretty well if it isn't carrying Earthquake, and it allows me to take on physical Kyurem Black sets pretty well. I'm resisting Iron Heads from King Gambit. I can basically 1v1 the Rabombi. Uh, Bramblegast I can sit there on, and that's about it. And then Earthquake will still do super effective Sugar Fire if it wants to come. Swords Dance, really strong here. It always ensures that I am one attack stage ahead of a Bramblegast Strength Sap. And Body Slam is there because I'm going to be Terra Fire, I can't get burned. So I don't want to rely on Facade, and Body Slam is there nicely for a paralyze at some point in the game. I really want to paralyze that Ho-Oh if I can. Paralyze the Ho, or if I can paralyze the King Gambit or the Kyurem Black. That'd be incredible for me. But that is my Ursaluna. The fourth one I'm bringing is going to be my Skeledirge. I am just max Phys Def, almost max HP, and with 8 special defense. Well, a pretty standard heavy-duty boot set with Torch Song, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, and Slack Off. This thing can take on a King Gambit as long as it's not too boosted in the endgame. So my plan is to get the Will-O-Wisp on the Gambit, so it isn't as big of a threat for my team. This thing is, again, I was really scared of a offensive Ho-Oh here. So again, if Ho-Oh doesn't have Earthquake, I can freely kind of sit on that and chip away at its recover PP. And then with Unaware, I can also kind of sit on a Kyurem Black. I'd have to be very careful about how I position it though. But this thing's here, it's a nice defensive piece for me in this matchup. So my fifth mon is going to be my Skarmory, with 248 HP, 76 defense, and 184 special defense with a Careful Nature. Carrying the Leftovers with Body Press, Brave Bird, Roost, and Stealth Rock. I want you to look at Latios and Bramblegast and think about the mons I've brought so far. I don't switch into either of them very well, like almost at all. So this thing is going to be my main check for both of those, as well as the King Gambit, so I'm going to get stretched very thin with this Skarmory in this matchup. I'm running Brave Bird solely for the Terra King Gambit, because if they do go Terra Ghost like I think they should, they're obviously immune to the Body Press, so Brave Bird is there to at least do some damage to it. If this thing is still around in the endgame, and King Gambit is around, this thing can sit in front of it. It outspeeds a 0-speed King Gambit, even with 0 speed of its own. And this thing can help me position some of my more offensive pieces into the endgame. My sixth and final mon is going to be my Tentacruel, and this is going to be my dedicated lead if I see the Rabombi. It has 248 HP, 40 defense, 44 special attack, and 176 speed and Timid Nature. It's holding the Lumberry, and it has Surf, Sludge Bomb, Toxic, and Rapid Spin. This is my dedicated lead in case of a Rabombi, if Rabombi comes, because I have this EV'd, so a Rapid Spin plus Sludge Bomb will always kill a Rabombi. And I don't want webs up at all in this matchup. If webs go up, that's pretty detrimental for me. I have the speed investment in this thing, so if I get the opportunity, I can Toxic the Ho-Oh, and Toxic is just a good move for a defensive core of like Slowking and Hisuian Avalugg. So this will be my dedicated lead, like I said. And yeah, that was my team builder, and I'll be right back with the battle. Alright, and here we are with the battle for week 1. So let's see, they bring a Ho-Oh, a Kyurem Black, their King Gambit, which I believe they said was Terra Fighting, or no, Terra Dark, which is unfortunate for me. For my Specs Mewtwo. Avalugg, Hisui, Rabombi, And then Slowking. This is just going to be my dedicated lead for my Tentacruel, I think. No Latios and no Bramblegast is really good for me. And then so Terra fighting Avalugg as well if... yeah. So that's probably going to be a Chilly Reception Slowking for their Kyurem and their Avalugg. No Latios, no Bramblegast, really good for me. I did not switch into either of those two. So yep, there's the Rabombi. My play here is I think I always click Rapid Spin. There's a reason I have my Lumberry. So I can't get Stun Spored. They're just going to switch out. Table. Okay. What does Avalugg want to do into me? Your Rocky Helmet. Okay. I'm going to click a Toxic on this thing. That'll help me wear this thing down very easily. And he just Terras immediately. So no Terra on the Gambit, so that's nice for me. Have a look at Hisui. He's just gonna click rocks. Am I okay with just taking the extra chip on my... I think I'm okay on taking the chip on my Tentacruel just to get rid of rocks. If he clicks it again, that's fine. He just clicks Rapid Spin on me. Okay, so you're +1. So, right. Stealth Lock, Rapid Spin. You've got to have Body Press, and you might have Recover. Terra Fighting. Body Press is gonna hurt my Skarm. But if that's your only attacking move, then I can go into my Skeledirge pretty freely. Yep, so there's Recover. So you have one attacking move, and it's going to probably be a Body Press then, is my assumption. Do I want to click Will-O-Wisp here? They could very easily go into their Ho-Oh. I don't think they're gonna stay in. They could also very easily go into their Slowking. Which Shadow Ball does a lot to them. So they switch out. Let's see what they go out into. To Ash, that's their Ho-Oh. Yeah. So this will tell me what their set is. They took nothing. Ho-Oh. If you're defensive, that could be either defensive or offensive. I think an Earthquake is going to come out. And if you're an offensive set, I don't think Earthquake does a lot to my pre-Terra Ursa. It doesn't. So I'm going to go into my Ursa. So it covers if he wants to click Willow for some reason. Clicks Whirlwind instead. Okay, so we see Whirlwind. So I don't think this thing's going to have Earthquake then. Ooh, this is good for me. I'm going to click Toxic again. Yep, switches out. Into Try Me, which is what, the Gambit? Which that is the Gambit. But I just go hard into my Skarm here. Just clicks Kowtow. This will tell me it's set 333 to 186. What was it, 186? So that did 44%. That could be Adamant Black Glasses. I'm going to click Body Press here. He doesn't really have a switch-in. His switch-in is Slowking. Or this, too, as well. This will tell me a little bit more about this set. Yeah. So it takes the Helmet chip. So if you're max defense, then have a lug. Like 252 impish. Terra Fighting. Your body press is doing 39 to 46. So I'm going to click Roost. Then he just gets his rocks back up, which is totally fine. Just keeps that. I'm just going to get another free switch into this thing, into my Skeleturge. I'm Boots, so I don't take the rocks damage. I hope this reveals to me that he is indeed body press recover. Yep, that's fine. So I'm just going to click Torch Song. He can go right back out into his Ho-Oh. Yep, Ho-Oh comes right back out. I'm just going to click Shadow Ball here. Yep, so he just clicks Rolling again. Get good chip off on that thing. This would be really unfortunate if it brings out my Valiant early. Brings Skarm out, which is really not good for me. So I'm just going to go right into my Ursa. He hasn't seen my leftovers yet. flamethrower, so he's not Sacred Fire. Makes sense. Does a lot. So he might Whirlwind me, so I'm just gonna Terra Fire and Body Slam. Hopefully I can get the para off on this thing. King Gambit comes out. To my Ursaluna, Terra Fire. 64%. Yeah, so table comes out, which is not great for me. I get chipped. And he can't be body pressed. Or he can't be paralyzed from my Body Slam, sorry. This isn't great for me because it's chipping down my Ursaluna. So Avalugg. Fighting. To my Ursaluna. 30 to 35. Well, I don't do a whole lot to it. But if I go +2, I'm gonna go +2 here. I think he's gonna recover. No, he goes for the body press here. Interesting. Does so much. So yeah, that is absolutely max. So he has to switch, or else he loses his... He has to switch or else he loses this thing. Probably. Unless max HP... He actually doesn't. So I'm going to click Earthquake. He's going to recover. No, he's going to body press, so is this a trade for me, or does... Yeah, so he does... So Avalugg does kill, but Poison should take Avalugg out, which is really nice. So... Avalugg kills... Oh, sorry. Avalugg H kills... what's it called? Ursaluna with body press. Then Tentacruel kills... I'm gonna go into Tentacruel. Tentacruel kills Avalugg with... H with Toxic. So he trades. Avalugg is actually going to be a huge problem for me if I didn't trade that. So it's nice to see. So let's see what he goes into. I do take rocks because I'm not boots, unfortunately. Try Me comes out, which is going to be the Gambit. Yeah. Okay. I will die to this thing. I think it's worth trying to get the Rapid Spin, though. He doesn't let me have it. Nope. Okay, so... Unfortunate. So rocks are up for the rest of the game. So King Gambit kills Tentacruel with Sucker Punch. I'm going to go into my Skeleturge. He knows I'm Boots, but I'm going to click Willow. Be really good for me. If he stays in. So he stays in. He is faster than me. That doesn't quite kill me. And I do hit the Willow. So now, unfortunately, my Skeleturge is weakened a lot. How much speed does he need to outspeed my Skeleturge? Because I'm faster than a standard King Gambit, or no speed King Gambit. So if you're adamant, you need at least 132 in your EVs. So if you're max attack adamant, which you likely are, at 1 black glasses, or burned, but Kowtow Cleave would still kill. So I'm going to go into my Skarm. Hopefully I can get the recover up later. Or the slack off, my bad. Clicks Kowtow. This shouldn't do a whole lot to me anymore. I'm going to get my rocks up. Start punishing some more of his switches, I think. Because you're not going to let me body press that for free. Ash comes out. There's a flamethrower on this thing. Which is very interesting to me. Which means you're probably bold? I wonder, if you're not invested, do I live this hit? It's a roll. I'm not willing to risk the roll. So I think I have to sack off my Skeleturge here. Yeah, so Ho-Oh kills Skeleturge with Flamethrower. And then in this case now, Iron Valiant can come in, I think. What flying moves do you get that's special? You get Hurricane. I doubt your Hurricane. You could be Air Slash, which doesn't always kill me, but T-Bolt will like do so little to you. So I'm gonna go into Mewtwo. Now he could go very easily. He could easily go into King Gambit here. In fact, I think that's his only play here. In which Ice Beam, Power Gem still does a lot to him if he's no bulk. Okay, so this should actually kill the Ho-Oh. Big Mewtwo picks up a kill here. Mewtwo kills Ho-Oh with Power Gem. This should be a There's either a Rabombi or a what's it called? King Gambit play here. Wise Man is the slow king, in which I think I'm going to go into my Scarm here and click Roost. Because that should be telegraphed that I'm specs off of that. So here comes Chili. He's probably go into Kyurem then if I had to guess. It's like the only thing that he can go into. What was I at with... No, he's going to go into the Rabombi. Unfortunately, I don't stop webs coming up now, which is really unfortunate for my Valiant. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my booster now. Into my... Now, unless he clicks Moonblast, which could be just a really good play. Yeah, so webs go up. And I am always just clicking Moonblast here. This should always kill unless you're really bulky B. Nope, you're not. So, where are you? Iron Valiant kills Rabombi with Moon Blast. So if you go into Slow King here, yeah, Slow King comes out. Your boots. So T-Bolt should kill you if you're just a Fizz Def set. Or 2 T-Bolts, sorry. You're gonna click T-Wave though. But I kinda need to get my damage off. Does a lot. Oh, I get a crit. So this should mean I can Moonblast pretty freely now. So I am paralyzed, but I have my speed as my booster. I can pretty freely Moonblast this then. Does this kill? It doesn't actually kill. That's really unfortunate. Clicks Future Sight. Snow stops. Leftovers, which I saw last time. But what I can do is I can stay in, click Moonblast. And then I can switch out the next turn. King Gambit doesn't want to take a Moonblast. Do I lose to Kyurem at this point? I think it depends what his coverage is. And if I can get my roosts up on my Skarm. So he's just going to let me have Slowking. So Iron Valiant kills Slowking with Moon Blast. Try Me comes out. You are burned. And you have how many alive at this point? It's you and the Kyurem. So 4 allies dead. I am at 271. I do always live this Iron Head. But is it my safer play to go into Skarm now? I think it's my safer play to go into Skarm and roost up on this thing. He Swords Dances. At 113. I am healthy. What am I at? 113. So he is likely faster than me. I actually don't remember if I ever got to see if he's only speed creeping my Skeledirge. So I'm gonna hope he was speed creeping my Skeledirge. Okay, he was. So I do get my Roost off. So 280 to 92, which is 84. To 28. Does 56% with Kowtow. So yeah. Sucker does 45 to 54. So I'm just going to keep clicking Roost. Yep, there's one Sucker, which is really bad for him now that I'm healthier. You are a Kyurem Black. Icicle Spear, if you're loaded dice, does that much to me. Do I live a Sucker into a Fusion Bolt? I don't think so. I'm going to hope he clicks Kowtow here. He clicks Sucker this time. Takes me to 140. Body Press should get this kill. Yep. So, Skarmory kills King Gambit with Body Press. Oops. Now, I could still very much so lose to this Kyurem Black. So you aren't Boots, so you are likely loaded dice. $48. So if you hit me with 4, you don't even actually guarantee the kill. So I'm just going to click Body Press here. Here comes Fusion Bolt, so yeah. So Kyurem Black kills Skarmory with Fusion Bolt. Mewtwo come out. And Power Gem always kills, and I don't think he has a way to kill me. So I am -1 speed. I'm not paralyzed. -1, what am I at? 275? 75. So unless he hits me with 5, I lose, or I win. Come on, Mewtwo. 3, 4, stop. Big Mewtwo hanging on. This should get me the kill. And that is going to be week 1 of SPDA Ubers. Really stressful matchup for me, I'm not going to lie. My opponent played well. They played to their out fine. Mewtwo hanging on the clutch. There was a really big RNG dependent win if I won or lost. But GG's to my opponent, and I'll see you next week for week 2.